Hey guys, we're here with Ida Svensson. Ida, tell me something about trimming on the AC40. You're clearly on a trimmer, well, on the Nacra 17, where like the feeling with the boat plays a lot. How does it feel to be trimming on an AC40? Is it the same? Is it harder?
Trimming on the AC40 is amazing. It's so much fun. It's very similar to the Nacra 17, which I'm used to sailing, with the balance and the foiling side of it. It's definitely harder with the joysticks and not using ropes that I'm used to. So that took a couple of days to get used to, but yeah, it's just another sailing boat.
You're sitting in the boat, clearly. What's your perspective from your position? What do you see?
Yeah, I can see pretty much everything to the right of me. Everything to the left of me is just a huge sail. So it's really hard to know what's going on the other side of the boat. So the communication is so crucial on these boats.
Yeah, how do you communicate to the other side? How much do you have to trust the other side?
Oh, we have to trust them 100%. Yeah, and but we spend a lot of time together and we really do trust each other, and I feel like it's so important.
If you could tell yourself at 9 years old that one day you would have been at the America's Cup, how would you have felt?
I couldn't believe it. This is my dream. I'm for sure living my dream at the moment.
So what does it mean to you to be here now? We clearly know what it means like for future generations that have like models in the America's Cup, but what does it mean to you right now?
Oh, it means so much. It just shows that for girls, in the future, everything is possible. So, really happy with that.
Well, thank you very much, Ida.
Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm here with Maura. Maura, what happened in the water today?
Well, it was a bit exciting, too exciting for Team Canada, unfortunately. We had initially a nice start to the first race, but then we had a pitch pole towards the bottom mark where we lost our wind gear, and so we decided to retire from that race so we could get the guys on board really fast and replace it and get going for the next one, which all went well. That was really nice. And then we got the boat up, got sailing, got prepped for the second race, and in our pre-start routine, we were just going downwind in a straight line on starboard and go to drop the foil and hear a huge bang. And that was the foil hydraulics failing. So it turns out we didn't have a starboard board, which felt pretty scary being on starboard trim. But actually, I'm really proud of the girls. We managed to put the boat down and not capsize, not lose anything. And save the boat, which is good. But unfortunately, that ended our day. So it was really frustrating for me because, you know, you want to sail all the races and you want to be out there fighting your best. And we just weren't able to show that today because of the boat failure. So that's pretty frustrating end to the regatta. But, you know, overall happy to be here at least.
I thought you had a good start of the day because you seemed to be coming in quite aggressively, especially against the Dutch. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, exactly. So we knew we had to have a big day. You know, we had to move up to keep in the regatta, and so we wanted to come out really hard and sail really well. And so yeah, we went out for it in the pre-start, and we had some tussles with the Dutch, which was pretty close calls actually, especially that tack when they came across, because I'm starboard trim, so I just see them suddenly appear right in front of us, and that was a bit scary, but we got through it and got a good start. And yeah, it was really nice to have an offshore day. I think like we're strong in calling shifts and figuring that out. So I think in another world, it would have been a nice day of racing for us.
Listen, these boats are all about communication. How much did you have to work on your communication being a laser sailor and sailing on your own?
Huge, actually. So yeah, in laser we're by ourselves, so I don't tend to talk very much. And when we first started sailing as a team, I would just not say anything at all. So we really actually had to work on that, like figuring out what the best way is to talk between the four of us, how to communicate with each other really efficiently, so get information in a small amount of words. And that was really hard, but also really cool for me to be part of a big team.
Listen, last thing, the Women's America's Cup is having a huge following. There's a lot of spectators, a lot of people following. How is this making you feel?
Oh, it's incredible. It's so amazing. Like to have fans out on the dock out and on shore and people cheering for us is something that I haven't really experienced very much before, and it makes me so happy. Like I'm so excited that people are following our racing. I hope the women's racing is really exciting for people to watch, and it just means the world to me to have this kind of support. So I really, really appreciate it.
And hopefully this will continue for the next Cups.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we've already shown that this is incredible. The AC40s are great boats and the fleet racing is very exciting. So I really hope that whoever wins the big one will continue with the Women's Cup and we can build this momentum forward.
Well, thank you very much, Maura.
You're welcome. Thank you.
We're here in the mixed zone with Annette Duetz. Annette, first thing first, you are a trimmer, you could say that, on the 49er, where you go really with the feeling of the boat. And here you're a trimmer on the AC40. How much does that feeling change with a boat like this?
I think it's in some ways really similar, some ways really different. You get a bit less a feeling for speed over here, and also, of course, you don't feel the tension in the main sheet. So I think it helps to be also a trimmer on the 49er because you know how to keep the boat stable, but how you do it is quite different.
So today was it was a day where the wind kept on changing. It was a really patchy day with a lot of shift. How hard was your job today?
It was super difficult. Like normally I can have a look out of the boat and help see sort of where we are on the racetrack, but for now it was full focus in the boat, especially because we had quite a big swell through it to keep the boat stable and keep the boat heading in the right direction with the wind shift was really difficult.
Your team grew a lot, like in the past days. You don't have many days sailing in this boat, like none of the people in the Group B. How did this happen? Was it the communication on board? Was it just confidence? How did this happen? In the beginning we know we would have limited time on the boat, so we tried to prepare as well in the simulator as possible, and we just tried to learn and also to take it a little bit easy because we can't put too much pressure on ourselves. We can't control everything, so we just believed in our own strength, and and that's how we try to sail the best we can, and we just try to keep on learning. Listen, being here, how is it making you feel? How does it make you feel to be at the America's Cup?
I think it's an amazing feeling, especially being part of the first Women's America's Cup. I think it's really cool. It's really important that it's there, and it's amazing to be a part of it.
Also, you have a lot of spectators, a lot of fans. How is it making you feel?
I'm very happy to have the whole youth team Dutch show behind us, but also all the supporters, all the fans. The dock out each morning is very special, and today we had a little celebration when we headed back into the dock.
So what do you expect from the semi-finals?
I think the semi-finals will be really cool racing. We'll race against the very best girls in the world on the AC40. I think the only thing we can do is try to focus on learning and to sail the best we can do, and I think it's probably impossible to reach the top two, but we'll just give it a go, and we'll try to race as best as we can.
Well, thank you, El, and see you for the semi-finals.
Yeah, see you on the semi-finals.